You know how to interpret the appearance of the earth and the sky. Why do you not know how to interpret the present time? In today's gospel, Jesus expresses to the crowds his frustration over how those who had been listening to his message, seeing his miracles, had not been able to understand him, nor did they open their hearts to accept him. That they did not see how in the present time, that through Christ, God had come into their midst. He was encouraging them and calling them to listen to how he was speaking to their hearts, to help them to see how God's plan was moving and working in their lives and in their world through his presence and his coming. We too are being called to interpret the present time through the word that Jesus speaks to us, through his grace that he pours out to us. As we live in our present times, we are to interpret it and see it through the eyes of Christ. How can we be able to see each day with the eyes of Christ and to interpret all that is going on in our lives and around us through Christ? By allowing the Lord to teach us in our hearts. As the psalmist said, Lord, teach me your statutes. Teach me wisdom and knowledge, for in your commands I trust. To allow the Lord to teach us, to give us true spiritual wisdom and knowledge, to trust in what Christ says, to trust in the commands of God. For if we live each day in his word, if we seek the wisdom and knowledge of God, we will find that you are good and bountiful, O Lord. Let your kindness comfort me. If we listen to the Lord, we will hear and receive the comfort of his kindness. Let your compassion come to me, that I may live. To live in the world each day, to live our lives, seeking the kindness and compassion of the Lord. And then to share that kindness, that compassion with others, so that by our witness of the Lord's kindness and compassion, we may help others to interpret the present time through Christ's love. Never will I forget your precepts, for through them you give me life. May the statutes, the teachings, the commandments of the Lord give you life today. Let us never forget those precepts. Let us seek them in our hearts. For I have sought your precepts. Then we will be able to see the present time with the eyes of Christ. Lord, teach me your statutes, and in you I will find joy.